Hi, this is Kelly from Car Data Video, and what I want to show you today is the new Lincoln MKZ midsize entry luxury sedan. This is a vehicle that was originally introduced as the Zephyr a couple of years ago, but has been completely redesigned and relabeled the MKZ. It's kind of associated in its architecture with like the Ford Fusion, the same way as a Lexus ES350 is connected to a Toyota Camry. So they share some features, but they're really very different vehicles. You notice in the front there's this beautiful Lincoln signature waterfall grille, which they're doing a nice job of. You'll notice they have some very expensive and very effective lighting. They're HID lamps plus projection beams. They have very nice applique of chrome around them. You notice the little lights on the front, down the bumper. 17-inch aluminum wheels are also standard on this vehicle. You'll notice the MKZ badge on it. You'll also see that the mirrors have a chrome skull cap on them. If you look farther down the door, you'll also notice that this vehicle, like most Ford and Mercury vehicles, Lincoln Mercury vehicles rather, has a keyless entry accommodation keypad. The vehicle has a minimum of chrome. It's just carefully placed. Styling of the vehicle is inherently nice. As you go around the rear vehicle, you'll notice these very large taillights. These are LED taillights for safety and for styling purposes. They're very large and they're quite unmistakable. This particular one's an all-wheel drive version, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. It's got a good-sized trunk, and with the key fob you just press the button on the right 2 times and the trunk pops open. And if you look inside this trunk, you'll notice it's very large. They've designed very nice cargo space into the back of this vehicle. There's lots of room for things. You'll also notice from the back, the seat backs from the second row are split 60-40, and they will fold forward, so if you have to put some longer items in there. Let's take a look at the interior of the MKZ. As we look inside, you can see Lincoln trim items. This has a sill plate with Lincoln badging on it. Bucket seats are standard in this vehicle, and they're very comfortable. This is called light stone, that's a particular color of it, and as you can see, the whole interior layout again matches the exterior. It's clean, it's uncluttered, and there's this rectangular shaped gauge cluster to it. This model comes standard with 10-way power seats, passenger and driver. It has a TXH optional audio system, which is quite highly rated, and it's built into the navigation system. So with a touch screen you can access AM, FM, satellite radio if you'd like. You just program stations in and then press the screen. You press the map button, navigation comes up. Of course, it tells you need to agree with the warning that's on there, and just by pressing the arrows on the screen it will zoom in and zoom out, so you can always have an idea where you are, and it'll help you get where you're trying to go. The MKZ also has an onboard information system, which includes a trip computer, which is very handy, so you can keep track of what's going on with your vehicle. It has traction control, which you can disengage. Notice the air conditioning system has dual controls for the passenger and the driver. One of the things that this vehicle has, which is very highly desirable, you'll see this little blue button. What it has is not only seat heaters but seat coolers, and you can press that button. It controls the fan speed for the cool air that blows through these perforated seats. If you live in a warm climate, you're going to discover these cooled seats very quickly become indispensable. They just kind of waft that cool air through those perforations, and you just don't stick to hot seats anymore. And yes, it has seat heaters too, for those of you who are interested in those in the winter. The layout of the controls here, you'll see a floor shifter, which is very nicely done, cup holders, and kind of in a sporty fashion you've got a center mounted emergency brake rather than the typical pedal that you would find in a North American. The gauge package on the MKZ is very clean, it's functional, gives you the information that you need in a very clear and concise manner. You'll notice that the air conditioning vents are round, and there's a round analog clock in there that matches the same styling motif inside the vehicle. This particular one has an aluminum trim package. Normally you could have wood inserts rather than aluminum that you're seeing here everywhere. But again, the entire interior style is kind of rectangular in shape. It's very clean. It's carried through to the rear seats. The rear passenger compartment in the MKZ is a comfortable place. There's good leg room. The seats sit up high, so they're in a comfortable position. The backs split 60-40, and the same material that you see in the front seats is carried through to the back seats also. And it's not a bad place to spend time at all. One of the nice things that they put in the rear seat is a functional fold-down center armrest. Sometimes armrests are so low that they're useless, but on this vehicle it's actually positioned quite nicely. Let's take a look under the hood of the MKZ. What you'll find is a 3.5 liter very modern aluminum V6 engine that has 263 horsepower and 249 foot-pounds of torque. It's connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it's a very nice combination. This engine has its roots traced back to the Duratec of several years ago, but this is a modernized and enlarged engine. Because it has sufficient power, it's very quiet, it doesn't spin at high RPMs on the freeway, and gets very good fuel economy also. This vehicle is available either in a two-wheel drive, which would be front-wheel drive, or an all-wheel drive configuration. The all-wheel drive gives you more all-around traction, but you have to give up a little bit in fuel economy. The MKZ comes with good safety equipment. Standard are four-wheel anti-lock disc brakes, backup sensors, front, side, and side curtain airbags. It performs very well in all the collision tests, and it's a desirable and nice vehicle. This particular one starts about $30,000. The all-wheel drive version here that we've been looking at goes for about $35,600. Take a look. It's a pretty nice vehicle. This is Kelly from Car Data Video.